Hello my Foodie Phonics friends, I'm back with some more fun learning for us to do today. As you can see, I've got some books for us to look at and I've got some letters all next to each other for us to learn to read. But I've got some other fun photos to show you as well so that you can decide what you would like to learn next with me here on Foodie Phonics. So what we'll start with is these three letters down the bottom here. I might move this book so I can get around to my board. Over here, you can see, if you remember, we practiced the sounds of our phonics letters. You can see I've got letter C. Can you remember its sound? K. So we've got a K sound there. Letter A. Can you remember the phonics sound of letter A? A. That's right. K, A. And this is letter T. Can you remember the phonics sound of letter T? T. Let's put those three sounds together, shall we? K, A, T. Can you hear what word those sounds make? Let's try again. K, A, T. Can you guess what that says? Cat. Did you guess right? I'm sure you did. Let's practice the sounds one more time. Are you ready? K, A, T. Cat. Cat. There we go. I have my own cat here at home as a pet, but she's fast asleep today in her own bedroom. So I have a photo of her on my phone over here. Just give me 1 second and I'll get the photo of my cat to show you. There she is. Her name is Macy. Oh, the letters all fell down. And she is a cat, just like we learned to spell today. K, A, T, cat. I have another photo of a different cat in a story that I'm going to write. This cat sails a yacht as the captain of the yacht. Her name's Binky. Would you like to see? There she is. Can you see Binky sitting on her yacht? She is also a cat. K, A, T. Cat. Now there are lots of other easy words that we can learn to spell. I'll take this letter away and see what's left underneath. There we have letter H. Can you remember the sound the letter H makes in words? H. Ready? H, A, T. Could you hear the word that it makes? Let's try that again, shall we? H, A, T. Can you hear the word? Hat. I don't have my hat on today because I'm inside, but let me just show you over here. Oh, there we are. Oopsie daisy. I have a little clown wearing a hat. There we are. Hat. Hat. Very clever. I've got one more to show you, and then over here, sorry. Underneath is letter M. Can you remember the sound that letter M makes? It's a sound. Let's put the sounds together, shall we? At. At. Mat. Did you guess the word? We use a mat to wipe our shoes on, don't we, when we've come inside the house from playing outside. Now, there are so many easy words that I can teach you to read like that, but I would like you to tell me if you would like to learn easy words to read, or if you would like me to read you some more stories like my other videos, or there are so many choices for you to make today, perhaps you would like me to go over the alphabet sounds of the letters, not only the phonic sounds like K, A, T, but the alphabet sounds like A. What's it? Oh, there it is. A or B or C. We can go through the whole alphabet with all its alphabet sounds, or we can learn those 3-letter words. I can even teach you how to write them if you'd like. Let's have another look. There's our letter C. I have to write back to front, don't I? So this is our line to write on. It's just a little curve. Easy peasy. K. Where's our letter A gone? There it is. Letter A makes an A sound. So it's another curve, just like letter C. And then we go up and down. K, A, and then it was letter T. Now this one's got a teeny tiny curve down at the bottom. Where I live, here in Australia, we don't write a letter T with a curve, we write it as a straight line. We start a little higher than the letter C and the letter A up here, straight line down to there, and then straight across. Easy peasy. Cat. Cat. Well done, boys and girls. We can learn plenty of those kinds of words if you like. Or like I said, we can learn all the letters of the alphabet sounds over there. Or we can read some more stories, and I have one more choice for you if you'd like. Some of you might know that I've written a children's story called Swooping Through the Milky Way. Well, I wonder what my big long sock has to do with that. These are my happy socks because they've got polka dots on, and they just make me feel happy and warm, especially in this cold winter weather. Now, in my story called Swooping Through the Milky Way, I have a little character called Plume, and he is my favorite character in the whole story. I'll show you a photo of what he looks like. There he is with all the planets around him. It's a bit glary. Can you see him there? Not really. There we are. Can you see him better? I'll just swipe sideways. There's another picture of Plume. There he is with no planets around him. That's Plume in my story, Swooping Through the Milky Way. I really love him so much that I'd like to try and make my own little Plume. So I've got my long happy sock, and I've got a whole bunch of rolled up socks. Just don't lose your socks, okay? If mommy or daddy need you to put your socks on before you go to school or before you go to the shops, you need to remember where they are, okay? So I've got a whole bunch of socks, folded up socks, and I'm going to shove them into my long, long happy socks. See if we can make our own Plume. There goes one pair of socks, right down into the toes. There goes another, right down. There it goes. Remember how wobbly Plume was? His back was all bumpy up and down. Show you again. See? So that's why we're using different pairs of socks to make him look all bumpy. In the story, he even eats some things that make his body look even more bumpy. But you'll have to read the story to find out what those are that he eats. There goes another pair of socks. Do you think it's looking like Plume yet? I think so. Perhaps you've got some tennis balls at home that you could use to shove down into a long sock like this. Or you could use a shorter sock. It doesn't have to be such a very long one. And the two small last pairs of socks at the back. There you are, and now I have a Plume. This is where I need your help. We need to have his little head facing up like that, and he needs little fluffy plumes at the back for his tail. So, this is where you get to choose. We can either make a Plume together after you've given me your good ideas of how to make a tail, or we can learn the letters of the alphabet, or we can learn to read easy words, or we could even read some more stories together. We could, of course, do all of them. That might take a long time, but we could do a few each day. I would love for you to let me know what you'd like to do next. Thanks for joining me today, boys and girls. See you next time. Bye.